Hello, beautiful people. I am so glad you're here. I have been waiting for this day. The other day, when I was on Instagram, I saw a new makeup called Mally Beauty, M-A-L-L-Y. It looked interesting. She has a new line that's called, I think it's called the Circle of Light. And it's meant to be for older skin to help, I think, to masquerade or cover or give the illusion of a smooth skin, and it's supposed to also be very quick and easy. The videos look like they were. So anyway, I've been waiting very impatiently. Feels like forever. It's only been like a couple days, but it feels like forever. Anyway, it just came today, and I am so excited to show you this. But before I dive into the review, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about me. My name is Linda. I'm the force behind Life North of 40, which is meant to be a resource for anybody in that best half of life who's stepped their toe over the 40 line. And just a resource for different things as far as beauty and health, money, all of the things I'm most passionate about and I have done a ton of research on. I want to share what I've learned and be a resource for you. So that's what this channel is all about. So before we get started, if you could please click the subscribe below, I'd be eternally grateful. And then you'd know all of the new videos that are posted so that you don't miss anything. So without further ado, let's dive into the Mally Beauty Circle of Light kit and see how it goes. So the kit came with this handy dandy little travel bag with everything in it, which I think is very cool. It also came with this whole guide so that you can know kind of what you're doing and how to do it. The idea is to not need any tools. You're supposed to be able to just use your fingers. So let's give it a try and see if it works out. And let's see. So the first step, I'm completely barefaced. I just washed my face. The only thing I have on is I have some e.l.f. moisturizer. I think you can see that. And that's it. So just so you know. But this is what my face looks like as far as completely bare. I don't know if you can see. I have some blemishes here. I don't like my pore size. I feel like they're glaring. And some other issues that I don't like, which we'll deal with later when I get into skincare. I'm not there yet, but supposedly there's a skincare that'll help like loosen up the jowls and stuff, but we'll see. That's next week. Anyway, let's dive into this. So the first step is meant to be this Perfecting Prep Neutralizing Primer. See if you can see that, I hope. And this one is supposed to be just kind of an all-over base. Now this is tiny. I don't know if you can tell. These are very tiny. This was on sale, so I'm assuming these are trial sizes. I don't know if this is the normal size. Very small, so it won't last very long. So I'm just gonna pump some of this out. Not pumping great, but I just got it out of the box. So I did 2 pumps there. So we'll see how that goes. So let's put it everywhere. I think I watched her video, and she said to put it from hairline all the way down to your bra line. And so I don't want to use that much product because it's very tiny and I don't want to run out. So I'm going to start on my face, and if I like it, then maybe I'll move my way down. So there's that. And actually looking at it, I mean, it's not like covering everything. I still have some blemishes, but it, to me, looks like a little bit more of a smooth canvas, although I have a feeling I'm going to need some concealer from a few of these spots. So let's see. The next step, I believe, now actually before I dive into that, when I ordered this, I actually got 2 additional steps. I got these a concealer and a highlighter. I'm not going to do that right now because it's not technically part of this process. But I'll try that later. Right now I'm just sticking to what comes with the program. So the first step was the all over primer. Second step, hold on, let me dig it out, is the, find the name, I'm blanking on the name here. It's the Dark Circle Corrector. Oops. It's called the Mally Dark Circle Corrector, if you can see that. And this is intended to go, she has a little diagram here. So if you can see around the forehead, under the eyes, along your laugh lines, and under the chin. And what she says, and this is like a click up thing. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go in the corner here. Maybe a little more than that. I have a feeling I'm having to use more product than I suspected. And so I have a feeling I'm gonna run out of these pretty quickly if I keep using them. I'm gonna go a little higher because my laugh lines go a little higher. And then my little 11s up here, my little frown lines. Again, no brushes or anything, so we're just gonna pat that in. Ooh, okay, maybe I didn't need that much product. Okay, I went a little heavy on the product. Ooh, okay, so you need less than that. I thought I needed more, but I was wrong. So a little bit goes a long way. If I can get this pat. Okay. Oh, I went way too heavy under the eyes, and now I've got these highlights on the side of my nose, which I don't think I wanted to highlight the side of my nose, but okay. All right, well, that's gonna have to do for now. So the next step, she says, is to actually do your eyelashes. I don't like doing my eyelashes in the middle because then when I put on my my eyeshadow, my mascara is still wet and I feel like it messes things up. So I'm just gonna do things in the order I usually do my makeup because that's just what I'm more comfortable with. So for me, after I do the foundation, or in this case, the primer and the highlighter or concealer, the next step I usually do is my brows and my cheeks. So this one comes with a cheek color, which she also uses on lips. And it's just called Shimmer Shape and Go Blush is what it's called, if you can see that. So I'm just gonna dab this on a little, again, goes a long way on this one because I've experienced this, just on the apples of your cheeks. So you don't look like a clown, you know. It's nice. It's nice and creamy. Doesn't really have a scent to it. And then she also uses it for lips, which I will do also. It's nice, not bad. Okay, and then the next step I usually do is brows. And this one comes with a, let's see, Pro Perfect Precision Brow Pencil. And what it does is it has the spoolie on the one end and then an actual like pencil thing on the other end. And what they say is if you're darker eyebrows, you press harder. If you're lighter eyebrows, you press more finely. Whoa. And then she says to use the spoolie to brush them out first, like so. And then you go over it with the pencil part. And I'm just doing a very light touch because I don't quite know yet how. Sorry, I'm looking behind you in the mirror that's behind the camera, so I hope I'm not right up in your space when I'm doing this. If I am, I apologize. It's also a little hard to see the detail. I could probably do a little better if I could get a little closer and do a little more detail, but the color seems to be really neutral, which I appreciate. That's good. Okay. So there's that. That was painless. And then I just like to brush over it, just kind of blend it in for myself. Okay. Now my next step that I like to do is eyeshadow, and she gave 2 eyeshadows and one, oh, here it is. 2 eyeshadows that are included with the kit. And I don't know if you can see, it's meant to be one lighter and one darker, but when you open them, there's not that much difference. They're very, very similar in color, which was surprising because I thought the lighter would be significantly lighter. It's meant to be a highlighter. Well, not a highlighter, but you know, to like brow line and things like that, but it's not. So we'll see how it works out. So this one, you're intended, if you look at the little guide, you're intended here to just put it on your lid and up into your crease, and that's about it. And then she also puts it under the lash line. So that's what we're gonna do now. And again, no, it's not intended to be used with brushes. I'm sure you could use a brush if you wanted to. So I'm gonna do on my lid and then under my lash line. I'm putting it on, but it feels like it's not very dark. Like I feel like I need to put more on, but maybe it's just my lighting is bad. Oh no, I can see it. It's just subtle. It's a nice subtle color. It's not, I thought it would be more shimmery, but it's not. It's more matte. And I'll just do this side and under, and then blend it, just tapping with my finger. I don't, because you obviously know you never want to pull and tug around your eyes. Okay, well, I like that. I think that's a nice neutral color. It's not too dark and it's not too overpowering, so that's a nice color. And then the light one is meant to be in the corners. She says it's like an instant 8 hours of sleep, and then also under your brow line to accentuate your brow bone. So I'm just gonna blend that in there and in the corner. So this one is shimmery. So I'm not sure. It's not for older skin and for crepey skin, because I definitely have crepey skin on my eyes. It's not too bad. I don't think it's hard to see. It is definitely, I don't know if you can tell, there's definitely some mica sheen to it, kind of a glimmer, but it doesn't seem to be too intense. All right. And then the last step, actually, sorry, second to last step, mascara. Now, again, in her process, she usually does mascara third, and I feel like it's gonna mess things up. So I've chosen to do it as my second to last step. And then I'll follow up with the finishing powder at the end. So this is called Instantly Impactful Dramatic Lash Mascara, if you can see that. And it has a wand. It's not bristles. It's like the little plastic nubs. And what she says is to cheat in on your first strokes and then finish your lash. So I'm going to do that now. Now my lashes, actually let me start one and you'll see what I mean. So I'm cheating in first and then I'm fanning out like I normally would do. It goes on nice. It's not too clumpy and it's giving some good coverage. Now my lashes, the reason that they're as long as they are is I've been using a serum called LiLash. You can get it on eBay. I saw it on a YouTube video and decided to give it a try. You have to use it for a good 4 to 6 weeks before you start noticing the difference, but this is what my lashes look like all the time. And so I've been using it ever since. You do have to use it consistently or they shed away and you have to start over again. So you got to keep using it, but I like it. It's pretty cool. It's maybe 125 for this size. And it lasts me a couple months, I think, on each of these tubes. Okay, enough about that. Let's cheat over to the center and then fan it out. It's nice. I mean, I'll see how it goes. I'll wear it longer and see if it has any problems as far as smudging or, transferring. I won't be able to tell right this second. So I think that's it. That's that. Oh no, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting the last step. The last step is this, which is called the Evercolor Poreless Face Defender. So what it says, there we go. It's kind of a funky, it's a gel-like consistency, but it's like a silky finish to it. And what you're supposed to do is dab, dab, dab. Yeah, I think she says dab, 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 tap, 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 and then pat, pat, pat. And the idea is to give it a more poreless finish, which I have some pores that are really bad on them. I'm just going to do the one side so we can compare. So I don't know if you can tell. I think it does look a little smoother on this side. I have some pretty bad pitting on this side, but so it's not completely covered, but I feel like it's giving it a little more of a flawless finish. I'm going to do this side. And I'm sure I could do it all over, but I'm not gonna right now. Okay. And there you have it. So that is the system, the Circle of Light system by Mally Beauty. Again, that's M-A-L-L-Y. I believe she's on QVC. I first saw the ad on Instagram and gave it a shot because it was pretty cheap. I want to say 50 bucks maybe for the whole kit. And granted, they are pretty small. There are more travel size and it's not particularly hefty type packaging, but you know, it's cheaper. So I don't know, we'll see. But it was quick. At the moment, it looks like a pretty good finish. If you can see a little closer, I'll take my hair down so we can see the final effect. So yeah, so I think it's pretty good. I would still probably want some regular concealer to cover some of my more stronger blemishes. But if you don't have any current blemishes, I think it gives a pretty good effect. And like I said, it's pretty easy and simple. So anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm going to add links at the bottom for everything that I've talked about today, so that you can check it out. Again, before you leave, if I can ask you pretty please, if you can go ahead and subscribe below. And I'll be coming with you probably later this week and next week. I have a new a skin routine that I'm going to give a try. And then I'll follow the progress and see if it shows any benefit so that you can decide if you want to try it too. But other than that, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day or week or wherever you are in the world. And I will see you next time. Hey again, I just came downstairs to do my before and after photos because my before picture was out here. And before I left the bathroom, I had put the highlighter stick on just kind of a little bit here, basically the same places we were putting the no dark lines. And what I noticed when I came down here is that, I don't know if can you see this, the highlighter stick pooled up in my pores, which is not the look I was going for. So I don't like that. So note to self, if you use this product, don't put it where you have visible lines or pores because it just highlights it. So I'm gonna wash that off. I don't like that. So anyway, that's it. Thanks.